Good morning, everybody. This is Sweat, and I wish I could record my outtakes and let you guys listen to those because you would probably laugh your ass off. But this is only like the third time I've tried recording this one, so let's see how it goes. What you're watching is 55 and 1, a video that I'm certainly not bragging about or especially proud of, but if you guys wanted to see it on Twitter, and it's really disturbing. My girlfriend just got Xbox Live just for a couple weeks. She got her cousin's Xbox, and no, she's not feeding me kills on the other team. That's the blue arrow in the back. And yeah, this team was just bad. And you get up in this power position here with Flag Jacket Pro and build your kill streaks up, and it's really not even fair. But anyway, while I was showing you this video where I basically just beat up on weaker people, I decided to tell you guys a little story about me getting the shit beat out of me in boot camp. And it happened a few times, and it was with pugil sticks. You know, the basically the, what do you call them, the Q-tips, the oversized Q-tips that you just beat the piss out of each other with. And there were three separate occasions in boot camp where we used pugil sticks as you know, kind of close combat, hand-to-hand combat training. And first of all, I want to tell you guys the issue and the problem and why I kept getting the piss beat out of me was all right. I was a skinny guy, and there were other skinny guys in boot camp, and they matched you up by weight. Well, the problem was that I was 6'1", almost 6'2", and I went to boot camp and I weighed like 119 pounds or 109 pounds or something like that. I remember there was a 1 and a 9 in there somewhere. And I ended up gaining like 30 pounds in the 3 months of boot camp because I was on double rations. But at the beginning, I was matched up against these guys that weighed right around the same size, same weight as me, but they're a little bit more developed because you know it was all shorter guys, and it was a short, quick little bastards that you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like Oscar De La Hoya or something. You know, he weighs in at what 120, 130 pounds, but he's 5'8", 5'9". I don't know. You De La Hoya fans, don't chastise me too much for not knowing his height and weight. But that was the issue. I'd get matched up, and the first time we did pugil sticks, it was like on a giant balance beam, and I go up there, and you know, and the drill instructor standing in front, standing in between you, and you know, it's like ready to go, and you start sitting there swinging at each other. Well, I remember it vividly. The first the first two swings, I swung once and I swung twice, and he ducked over one and pulled back one, and he just jabbed me right in the face, and I knocked off the balance beam. Lasted all of 3 seconds, and the drill instructor was furious. Like, they jump down and start screaming at you and tell you how much of a failure in life you are. And by the way, that was the 55 and 1 game, guys. And see how it went by so quick. I had to add another game to this. And the second one was basically the same story. You know, you grab your pugil stick, but it's a long hallway pathway that you had to go through, and you had to kind of jab at these fake mannequins or whatever, and then you had the butt stroke the mannequin, which is not like an ass grab. No, that's when you swing the bottom of the weapon across their face of you know, these fake enemy mannequins, and then you got to run through this, and you're supposed to do it at the same speed. So you get there, you get inside the circle where you meet the other recruit with the other pugil stick, and then you two just sit there and battle it out for a second. Well, again, I got matched up with a short, quick guy, and it took me about 2-3 seconds too long. And right as I was about to turn the corner to enter the ring, that little bastard had come through there and clocked the shit out of me. I mean, just popped me right upside the head, and I never had a chance. I mean, I went straight to the ground, crumbled like a brick, and and it's the same thing each time. Drill instructors sit there and they scream at you and tell you how much of a failure you are. And that was quite a bit for me when it came to the hand-to-hand stuff, because they constantly match you up with guys your weight, and that was not a good matchup for me. Little short 5'6" guys that weighed 120 pounds. So my last pugil stick match was the only time that I had any success, and I really felt bad for it. I'd bulked up a little bit, but you pretty much, like I said, I'd gained like 30 pounds, but you pretty much stayed in your same groups. As far as the weight stuff, they kind of assigned it to you, and they didn't change it too much. And so I finally bulked up a little bit or whatnot, and it was basically just a big round pit, and you stood back to back, and your pugil sticks were on opposite sides of each other. So I'm standing back to back to this guy, and his back is probably, or the top of his head was probably, right above my ass. Like that's how short he was and tiny he was. And the drill instructor said go, so I ran over there and grabbed my pugil stick, and I wasn't going to let it happen again. I wasn't going to let him come across. So I was putting my pugil stick on while I was running back across. And he's over there, like, bending over trying to get his pugil stick on, because you have to, it's kind of gloves. It's like gloves, so you have to fit your hands in the gloves to do it. And he finally got him on and turned around, and it was me this time. It wasn't the same. And did you guys see that headshot? That kid just got a headshot on me right there. A sniper across the map. It blew my mind. But I had gotten my pugil sticks on, I was running across, and there's that guy, and he just turns around, and like, it was like the British are coming, or whatever, don't fire until you see the whites in their eyes, and from the Revolutionary War, and his eyes just got huge, and he was a little short guy, really dark complected guy, and his big old white eyes just shined up at me, and I clocked the shit out of him. I mean, knocked him silly. And senior drill instructor, I think that was the most proud he'd ever been of me. After all this stuff, I thought the senior drill instructor really kind of took to me with some of the things I did, but he was pretty pumped about that. So you guys, this video is coming to an end. Check the description for an open lobby tonight. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.